Before we even get this video started, if you guys want to win our old Ragazzon Downpipe valued around 800 bucks, all you have to do is comment on next week's video, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be a C8 video. You comment on that video, be subscribed to our channel, and you can win this Ragazzon Downpipe Catless for free. All you gotta do is comment. Welcome back to another very exciting episode of Modded Motors. Today, we're at TNT. This is the first time Teddy's out from underneath the cars or working on cars, so I'm gonna grab him while I can. You're gonna see a lot of Teddy in the next few videos. Well, I don't know when this comes out, but he'll be help working on the content car. He's help working on this car. All of my cars are coming back together because Teddy's here, basically. He has my FRS way over here. Teddy's basically saving my life right now. The whole channel is getting progression done because Teddy's here. But yes, we're working on the Giulia today. We're doing the downpipe. Again, if you guys watched the charge pipe video, there's just an Alpha on Instagram. He has one of the fastest 2.0 Giulias that I know of. He has the dyno records to prove it. He gave us some parts that we should use if we want to try to get some high horsepower numbers. That charge pipe being one of them. We already installed it, but Evolution Racewerks downpipe. This is a 4-inch downpipe. This is the only 4-inch downpipe that I know that is on the market. Really excited to put it on the vehicle. Well, and Just Alpha recommended this to us. We reached out to them and said, hey, we want to run your guys' part on our vehicle. They said, absolutely. They sent this out to us. They have two different options. They have the high flow cat version and this version. We're already set up for, no cat, so it makes no difference for us. You should definitely go check them out. I believe this on their website is whatever the price is posted right now, but they have two different options for pricing, and then they have black coating, a whole bunch of different really cool stuff. I highly recommend them go check them out. Their link is going to be down in the description, and we're going to open this up so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, put this on the floor. Let's see what is in the box. Wow. My downpipe's already off, Teddy?
No, I was gonna say.
God damn, Teddy, I was supposed to be doing this on camera, Teddy. Again, Evolution Racewerks, here's their logo right here. Really pretty piece all the way down. Everything is TIG welded. It is a really pretty piece, stainless steel. Very, very cool. Again, this is a 4-inch, but it tapers down to the regular factory exhaust hole, and we're going to test that out right now as we put it in. Hopefully you guys like this part. Again, more flow, downpipe. You want to go with the largest 4-inch. You still want back pressure, so you don't want to go anything higher than 4-inch, but 4-inch is a really good upgrade, and I'm really excited to hear the difference. You guys know I wasn't really a big fan of the Ragazzon downpipe, so you'll get my take on this one once we get it installed.
You know what you need?
What?
This exhaust is too small.
Why?
You need like a 4-inch exhaust, straight pipe to the back.
This goes down to factory hole size.
I know. We just want to make it loud, Ricky.
This car's already damn loud.
Not loud enough.
You want to see it? Look at it. It's a pretty piece.
Oh damn, that is sexy. Oh dude, that's gonna be golden.
Better than what I got or what?
Oh dude, this is sexy.
Yeah, that's nice, huh? TIG welded, stainless steel.
Look at the weld. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's pretty good welds, huh?
Dang.
No China made parts here, baby.
Yeah.
All on the US of A.
I look sexy.
Ooh. Your guys' how-to video is started already. Teddy's under here. I don't know. He got a blowtorch for something. Are they gonna need a blowtorch, Teddy?
You might, if the bolts haven't been removed for a while. I just do that to avoid snapping any bolts, pretty much.
Oh, thanks, dude. That's nice of you.
So,
how many bolts are under there? There's two.
Well, the first thing you got to take off is the cover that you have, and the cover has.
Did I even have a cover?
You did.
Oh.
It feels like 10 million bolts, but it's around, I think, 8 or 10. Once you remove that, then you got to remove the brace that's back here.
Oh, my brace, the transmission brace?
Yeah, so this brace right here, if you guys can see.
Oh, that's my part, yep.
Yeah, so you remove that brace. Once you get the brace out, then I'm not sure there's a stock muffler. You got to remove this pipe, of course, which is what goes onto your muffler.
Got it.
from the back. So we're just 2 bolts.
Damn, Teddy, you've been in here 10 minutes, huh?
Once you get that out, then after you get that out, it should be these 2 bolts.
What size are
those? Those are 15s, and then you have this 6 is a 16 that was on here. You remove this one to be able to disconnect this piece, and then you'll have one right here that's a 17, and then of course your 4 up top. We'll show you guys that once we get to the top.
We technically, Teddy has a lift, guys, by the way. He just decided to do it on the floor today because he likes to make life complicated. So, yeah, look at, there's a whole, there's not one, there's actually 2. He knew I was coming today like 10 times in advance, so the fact that we're not doing all this lift is purely Teddy's fault.
Replace it.
Okay, what are you doing, Teddy? You gotta tell them, Teddy. We're on YouTube, Teddy.
Oh my god.
It's not just easy mechanic work.
Today's gonna take longer.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
So all I'm doing now is just removing the 4 bolts that go to the downpipe. That's it.
Oh, okay. And what size is that, Teddy? So they know.
13 millimeter.
13 mil. They're supposed to be watching this for a step-by-step. If you haven't followed along, you probably haven't, but...
If this is a step-by-step video, we're already at the wrong step.
That's why I tried telling you.
For people to follow what we're doing.
That's why I tried telling you.
Because I'm just taking things off over here.
It's okay. Well, this may not be a good how-to, but you guys are going to see the process of us doing it. And also, including Ann,
there we go.
You guys get to hear the new sound. If it sounds better, worse.
We started up without the downpipe.
You want to? Go. I don't know.
I'm undoing the stud just to make it easier for me to get it out. That's it. That is all I am doing. It's a coolant leak. You are leaking coolant.
Yeah, somebody on my channel told me already. They said, we see that the coolant's low.
Yeah.
I said, we'll talk about it later, guys.
Yeah.
Breaking down the vibes, huh?
Well, I'm going to tell you this, Ricky. If we're going to fix that gasket, right now will be the time to do it.
That one right there?
Yeah. With the downpipe out.
How hard is it?
Now, it's easy to do it with the downpipe being out. We got it.
It's out?
We got it. Man, but compared to that,
yeah,
that one looks nice.
You like the quality? This one's still good? You like the quality?
This one's decent.
Decent?
So that looks good. These look good. 100 times difference. 100 times better.
Alright, from an expert, what do you think? What's better? What's worse? What do you like
this is
more?
better, and you get more airflow.
That's why I'm trying to tell them.
No,
that's
you get more airflow.
Okay, well, we're gonna stop today. I got in trouble. Tired of my shit already. So back there, you can see back there.
It's all pink. You can see it right there.
That's probably why I have my coolant linking way over there. So also my motor mounts are probably out, which we can do in a separate video for you guys. But Teddy's saying in order for me to get the car back on the road and stop beating on my cars, I should really replace that gasket immediately.
Yeah.
So I'm going to listen to him. We're going to stop right here.
And we'll continue the
We'll finish it tomorrow. That's it. Right, Teddy?
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy.
That's it. How hard do you think it would be a turbo replacement?
Turbo replacement? Not hard.
Perfect, because we were going to do that later. We got to upgrade it. What do you mean? We got to upgrade. All my cars are going to be here by end of week. I got to bring you the transmission too at some point.
Then we'll be back for part 2.
Fun fact for you guys.
The installation.
My transmission is out on my FRS, so Teddy's also doing
everything.
All my cars. He really is helping me get the QV back up and running.
Everything.
He saw it in my garage and said, "What the fuck am I doing?" So he's gonna help me get the QV up and running, and yeah, be a good time. All right, we'll see you guys in the morning. This is day 2. We have not updated you guys at all. Teddy's already replaced my gasket over here. Fun fact from Alfa Romeo, this little gasket right here was $60, $55, and after tax and everything, 60 bucks. I could have got it cheaper from Alfissimo, but I was in a pinch. But yeah, I feel like this should not be $60, but neither here nor there. We're not gonna put the heat shield back on. We're gonna wrap it. Teddy sounds like he knows what he's doing. You want to explain what the heat wrapping is, Teddy, or are you just gonna let them figure it out for themselves?
So since we're not using the heat shield this go around, we're just gonna wrap it so it sucks up a lot of the heat that's coming off the downpipe, and it doesn't damage, you know, your firewall, the paint, or you even feel it a little bit inside of the car. Just more to keep the temperature down, pretty much, is all it does. Yeah. So it doesn't get too hot. And we're just test fitting. I'm trying to see if we're gonna need more wrap, but I don't think so. It should be fine.
I'm also teaching Teddy how to use multi-ECU scans, so if you are in the DFW area and you want to get services for your Alfa Romeo, Teddy will have all the stuff here, right, Teddy?
Yep.
Multi-ECU scan, he can do. I'm gonna show him how to do race mode and all the other good stuff. You can't even see me, it's too dark in here. I'm gonna show him how to do race mode, all the cool different stuff that I do already on my channel that I don't want to do. I'm gonna teach Teddy how to do, so you guys can pay Teddy and not ask me anymore. And I'm gonna send you right over to Teddy so you guys can get it done by him, by a certified, non-certified Alpha Tech. He's modern motor certified, does that count? Fun fact for you guys, there was an option to get this in like a heat coating. I just chose not to, so now we're doing this extra step. So you guys don't have to do this. There's actually a better option for you guys. I was just being cheap at the time. Start it? Okay, timer started.
Put the timer, Ricky?
Yeah, it's already on. Every second is time down.
You know the only one that's gonna be a pain in the butt to put on?
What?
The studs.
You think?
Yeah.
No heat shield?
Oh.
Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty racer.
Looks pretty Honda style.
Oh, I don't think that's good. I don't think people are gonna like that.
Now start it up. Let's see.
You put the exhaust on?
Yeah.
26 minutes.
Let's see.
26 minutes. Aren't you proud of yourself? Did it faster than any Alpha dealer. At least faster than what they charge. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Teddy.
We finished it. I finished it.
Yeah, I did a lot of watching. I supervised. I'm good at that. Unfortunately, bad news for us. The wires underneath got too hot. I didn't reattach them up, so they got too hot and they burned. So all you're gonna hear is the valved exhaust. It's not, the valves are on, they're not off. So sorry. gonna explain it back at Teddy's shop, but everything has been painted and everything is here. We're missing just a few tiny pieces. Basically, the frame is slightly more bent than we thought.